Welcome, 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 beautiful souls. I'm Natan Rohowski, your host with the most. You are here at the Frequency of Abundance. I'm so excited to have you back here. Welcome to week 2, season 7. It is so wonderful to have you here. Today, we are kicking it off, and this is the entire season on really focusing on legacy and what that pattern and that blueprint of legacy looks like. So, week 2, we got Motivational Monday. Today, living as a legend in training. Every move today is rehearsal for the legacy you'll leave. Tomorrow we got Transformational Tuesdays. Your ripple effect is already happening. Legacy isn't someday, it's the way that you move through rooms right now. Wealth Wednesday coming up is going to be Pass It On. Energy, wisdom, and wealth. Teach what you know. Model what you believe. Share what you've learned. Thought Leadership Thursday is going to be kicking it in, and we're going to be looking at, don't just build a brand, build a bloodline of brilliance. Your legacy is more than a name. It's a standard. Fearless Friday is going to have you coming in with legacy, requires the courage to be first. And the cycle breakers are the architects of the new timelines. So today on Living as a Legend in Training on Motivational Monday, we'll be looking at how every move you make today shapes your legacy. You're not waiting to be great. You're training to be legendary. So we're going to step into your power. We're going to walk like it matters. We're going to lead like someone's watching, because they are. They really are. And this isn't just mindset in motion. So if you're picking up what we're putting down, give me a like, give me a comment, give me a share. I'm going to put contact information in the chat. Being on Frequency of Abundance, the blessings here are that we are 7 days a week, Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, and then on the weekends streaming. So all of this week is going to be boom, 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 2-3 times a day on the weekend. You're going to have some fun. That way you get to pick and choose what you want when you want as you need it. We're here to serve you. We're blessed to be here from Allura Creative, the most wonderful, only not-for-profit public relations house in the world. And their job is to really focus on brand. Those that have already spent the time and energy and money getting their brand and knowing who they are. And if they're looking for more visibility, more credibility, if they're looking to hunt whales and go after that C-suite target audience, Allura Creative has a proprietary methodology. It's the only not-for-profit public relations house in the world, and they blow a dog whistle to C-suite. Let's take a minute and see in case it's something that can serve you.
I'm excited to introduce you to Allura Creative Agency, the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse. Our mission is to increase your brand's visibility, credibility, and extend your global audience. In short, we hunt the whales for you. Our proprietary methodology blows a dog whistle to C-suite executives, leaders, founders, and owners across any industry. Welcome to our Executive Engagement Engine trademark. That's our secret sauce. It includes 3 proprietary processes: our Engagement Ignition trademark pre-event outreach process, our Commitment Catalyst trademark butts and seats process, and our Fortune Follow-ups trademark post-event outreach. These ensure the highest level of interest, virtual attendance, and follow-up conversations. As the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse, what's our promise to you? Unparalleled commitment to transparency, ethical engagement, and impactful results. Partner with Allura Creative Agency and experience transformative executive engagement. Book a time to speak with us today, and here's to the evolution of your brand.
I love the way that pops out on poof, doobie poof. That's always my favorite. So, here we are on Frequency of Abundance. Here we are, ready to dive deep into, today, Motivational Monday, and living as a legend in training. Because let's be real, you didn't wake up for meh. You woke up for more. You are the rehearsal. You are the proof. You're the movement your future self is counting on. This isn't just mindset. It's your future in motion. So let's go. I think a key point would be you're already becoming. The question is becoming what? Legends aren't chosen. They're crafted. So if you're looking for insight, a legend isn't a person. They're a standard. They're not chasing the spotlight because they've already become someone who shines with or without it. The best practice? It's who you are when no one's watching. And that is really, really the closest to you, and what you do and what you want to do and why you want to do it. End of the day, we answer to ourselves. We started and end with ourselves. Now, a mini check exercise. Look in the mirror. Ask, would I follow this version of me into battle? If not, what needs a tune-up? Where is it that it disconnects? If I were me, would I follow me into battle? And repeat that every morning for the next 7 days. You'll notice that strategy without sovereignty is just noise. Do this, do that. I'm like, but you can't scale what your nervous system can't hold. So good for you that will make your company 10 times bigger. You're going to go and lose it. And you won't be able to contain yourself. You won't be able to contain your energy. That's where we need to get some ability for you to really, really shine. That's why we wanted to make sure that you really get a chance to play. And that nothing here could possibly take you away from your true meaning. So people who don't know, maybe they don't know. People don't follow charisma. They follow coherence. Yes, sure, you're charismatic and you're a charming person. I'm interested in listening to you, but that's not to follow you. If you're coherent in your thought, in your mind, in your logic, in your emotions, in your harmony, in the way that you treat people, the way that you treat yourself, much, much closer for me to want to follow you. That's the point where we're coming in from. So if you want to lead a movement, you start by regulating your own energy first. And I think a good simple drill would be, look at a power tune, a ritual, 3 minutes. You stand tall, sit if you need to sit, and take a deep breath in. And then speak, I move like it matters. I walk like I've already arrived. Because if you can anchor that to a song or a movement that makes you feel fierce, like a tiger about to pounce, that's the energetic hold that I want you to have. So that you can feel that and play that. Deep breath in. I move like it matters. I walk like I've already arrived. And pick a song that moves with that. So let's look at some daily practices. And think that a key point is that they must echo. They got to resonate with you. They really need to hold true. So big legends are made in small disciplines. A legendary habit. Do the legend stack, like a daily checklist. Did I move with integrity? Did I keep one promise to myself? Did I uplift one person today? Did I give my best, even when unseen? And then you can ask the pause test. So you can, before acting, ask, what would this move look aligned like on a replay? Would it? Would it look aligned if I played it back? If I replay this move, would it be on my direct alignment? And if not, examine it and maybe potentially choose not to do it. No need for you to get messy and get into that does not serve or lead you. So look at for the next 7 days, track your habits. Really label each one. Is it legendary or is it lazy? Or is it learning? Give yourself permission. You can be lazy. It's not power productivity 24/7. But start replacing the lazy ones with legendary ones, one action at a time. So we can take a look at mastery and obscurity. And that's where a lot of us come from, where we're so incredibly poised in what we do and how we do it. We're incredibly good at it, but the other aspects of your business, let's say, neglected because you're not super strong in that. And I know that, you need to play to your strengths, and that makes sense. If you're missing out on the rest of the world hearing about how you're the only person on earth who can do this incredible healing modality, and you can heal people and help people, it's not just you that's getting the disservice. It's the people who you could have helped and healed that are also getting the disservice. That's why Allura Creative is a not-for-profit, so that if you have a mission, if you have a purpose, if you're trying to help and heal and do some good in the world, if you have a nonprofit, We have connections and ways to get you everything from money to credibility, visibility, put you on stages. Reach out to me. My contact information is in the chat. I would love to lift up and help. It's those kind of missions that really, really sing to my heart. So if you're there and if you're watching, and if you have something coming up, reach out. I'd love to say hi. When we want to think of a key point for mastery in obscurity, when no one's clapping, you train anyway. You don't practice just because. You practice till you get it right. You practice until it's a part of who you are. And that'll be a major mindset shift for a lot of people. Mastery happens in the mundane. It's in the boring practices that you repeat over and over again that you lay the foundation down. It's not exciting in the traditional sense, but it does feel like you're really forging and that you're just making it stronger, and that the iron is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So your private discipline determines your public impact. You're going to get sloppy in your private life and not being able to sleep right or eat right, or if you have problems with impulse control, it'll eventually pop up in public. And then you'll be like making excuses and explanations and such, compared to just privately having the discipline to hold tight. And then publicly, you don't have to watch yourself. You can get loosey-goosey because you can trust yourself. Now, a drill for you might be, let's do something excellent today. No one's watching. Then log it into your legend log. Yes, start one. Start a legend log. Do something excellent today when no one's watching. A little sneaky something just for you. It's like, wow. Now, it could be something small, like help clean up something over here or pick up something over there. It might be make something, fix something. It might be surprise someone. But I want you to really think about what's one little area of delight that you could do. And when you do that, see if it's possible to do for someone else other than yourself. Yes, you can do excellence for yourself, and that's perfect and important. It's going to make you feel a little different if you do it for someone else. Try both. Reach out to me. I want to know. Pop a comment in the chat. Like, comment, share. Let's get the algorithm popping and rocking. Now, if we wanted to create a mantra, let's look at write your legend in training mantra. So an example might be, I walk in alignment with my future greatness. I don't chase the legend. I am the legend. Record yourself reading it. Play it back every morning. You hearing you saying what you want is going to rise the hair on your arm. You're going to turn yourself on. I walk in alignment with my future greatness. I don't chase the legend. I am the legend. So let's look at where a couple areas that we can play that really might move the needle for you. Let's say slowly. A legend is forged in silence, not spotlight. They shine in the spotlight and they come out, and that's how we identify and know that they're legend. But that's not where they're made. Their trial by fire was long before. And that's how they were forged in the silence. When we look at something like that, then we realize bravery isn't a performance, it's consistency. It's the ability to stay aligned. And alignment is louder than ambition. That's why legacy doesn't live in your bio, it lives in your calendar. What are you doing? How often are you? You're, the rehearsal, you're the reveal, you're the main event. It's all of it. And that's what can teach others so much about you. Just the way you walk into a room teaches. How you hold your frequency, because holding your frequency is sacred, teaches. Your legacy is that part of your leadership. It's already echoing, and as it echoes, it becomes your legacy. So waiting isn't a luxury that you need. It's something that you choose. And in that context, know that legacy is there. Know that the actions that derive it and the consistency in those habits that form, that let you just flex that muscle so often that if the workload is so big that there's no possible way for you to get to do it, okay, Your muscles are going to cry and die, and then eventually they'll grow until they can handle it. But what if the weight never changes? What if it never gets any heavier? Now your muscles grew, now they can handle it, now they can lift the weight. They're no longer challenged. That weight can maintain them, but it can never make them grow. And when you're the spark and the storm, that's why not letting it grow isn't an option. Being tired isn't an option. It isn't a weakness. It's just a call to recenter. You should be so grounded and energetically aligned that this gives you energy, not takes it. So your energy teaches louder than your words. You don't need permission to move with purpose. Where you come from is going to show. And it's not like, I was born here or I was raised there. I mean, where you come from. Where you angle yourself. Not politically, not religiously. You. You know, when somebody says, who are you? Well, I'm an accountant. Like, no, I didn't ask what you do. Who are you? It's a very tricky question to answer. I want you to try the experiment and the exercise. Who are you? So let's make sure that we choose to rest. It's not a retreat. It's a refinement. When you get injured deeply, choosing a healing rest is incredible. Those power naps that you take that restore you and regenerate you, critical. Critical, critical, critical. Now, if we are already talking, and you've already gotten some vibes and going, you know what, I like where this is coming from. I feel like I'm already a person at 9 out of 10, personally and professionally. I get a lot of this. I feel this. I'm on with this. Wonderful. I'd like to know if you're at a place where you'd like to get back. We have a beautiful sister podcast called The Voices That Lead, and it's for legacy, people that already are leaders, and that want to help somebody else become leaders. So we answer those 3 questions. All my guests get seen through that filter from my audience. If you'd like to be on that show, I would love to have you there. We talk about the most interesting things to really see how we can rise the tide for everyone.
Ever wonder what sets real leaders apart? It's not the corner office, it's the impact they make. Welcome to the Voices That Lead podcast with Natan Verkovsky, where we dive deep with leaders who put service first. These aren't just CEOs or big names. They're people making a difference, building legacies through acts of kindness, mentorship, and heart. Every episode you'll hear powerful stories, straight from those who lift others up and inspire change. Looking for practical advice, authentic conversations, or just a spark to unleash your own limitless potential? You'll find it here. Because leadership isn't just about where you end up. It's about who you help along the way. Join the community and get inspired. Reach out to be a featured guest on the program. Leaders, legacy, limitless. Subscribe to the Voices That Lead podcast. Join us as a speaker and let others be inspired by you. Become the leader you're meant to be.
I believe you're meant to be a leader. I would love to have you on the show. I'd love to make sure that you are spotlighted and that your purpose and your calling and your mission is out there. And that those that align with it can come and get some. That's the point, that we can bring all of us together. Nobody's coming to crown you. You build your own throne. And today is that test and the training ground for your legacy. So remember, it isn't hype, it's training. This isn't fluff, it's your future. When you walk like it matters. Lead like somebody's watching, because they are. And you're not just listening, you're remembering who you came here to be. Go live today like your legend depends on it, because it does, and it always will. And those around you, and those that support you, and those that need you, and those that are lifted up by you, whether they tell you that or not, whether you know that or not, whether you feel or live that or not, it's there. It's true. The way that you do the unseen is going to always shape the way that you're remembered. Being a legend in training means you choose discipline over dopamine. Your future self is watching. Every time you don't quit, they rise. Every aligned action is a message to the universe. I'm ready. I've got this. You can give me more. And it will. Legacy isn't going to be built in that one loud moment. It's built in the quiet repetition of true ones. true moments. That's why leaders don't always look confident, but they always look committed. They know that they'll go through no matter what. And that's who I want to follow into battle. I think the most legendary thing you'll ever do is just keep going without applause, without anyone knowing. The frequency of a legend is going to be forged in that integrity, not intensity. So knowing that, some day isn't a strategy, today, and training today is. If you want to build a legacy, get obsessed with alignment, not with attention. When those that want, get. I had a friend that really, really wanted a Lamborghini. It was his dream in high school and stuff. And he was just spending so much time, so much energy. It was this all-encompassing goal. Get a Lamborghini. And I'm like, is the goal to just drive one? He's like, yeah. I'm like, he just wanted to show off and pick up girls and stuff. He's like, yeah. I'm like, well then, why don't you just go to the Lamborghini dealership and get a job there as a sales guy? You'll get to drive one around. You don't have to pay for it. He's like, oh my God. And he did. Funny enough, he did. He thanked me every day. It's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. And in his mind, he understands that controlling the asset is sometimes much more important than owning the asset. When you pull up and it's your car that you're in, and you got the license plates that show you're good to go, you're good to go. So remember that. Come from that place. Let your name mean something long after your voice goes quiet. Because doubt's going to visit everybody. The legend just doesn't unpack. They don't shrink to fit the moment. They rise to shape it. So remember, you're not just training to lead. You're training to leave light behind. And when you do that, everything changes. It's going to be something unique that you'll wake up and you'll notice, and you'll be like, wait, when did that happen? I don't remember that happening. And it's a beautiful feeling because all of a sudden, you're a whole new you. You know that every 7 years, all the cells in your body change, so you get to be a whole new you anyway. But this is fun in a different way. Here you get to be a whole new you while focusing on a completely different area. A lot of people need to focus on themselves to become a complete new you. I'm going to work on my habits or mental or physical or emotional issues or any of those kind of things to improve them. Sometimes there's ways to just passively do that without anybody knowing nothing about nothing. That's why I want to leave you with this final thought. That the legend you're becoming isn't found in the future. It's revealed in how you show up today. And again. And again. And again. So knowing that we're here all week, I want you to pop in tomorrow, Transformational Tuesday. Your ripple effect is already happening. Legacy isn't someday. It's the way you move through the rooms right now. And I'm so excited to have you here. I'm Natan Verhofsky, your host with the most. You are here on Frequency of Abundance. It has been such a pleasure to have you here. Contacts in the chat, reach out to me. I'd like to have some fun. I've been an elite energy coach for about 30 years, everywhere from Cirque du Soleil all the way to counterintelligence agents and KGB spies. I play between mindset and marketing, right at that crossroads where belief becomes brand. Reach out. I'd love to say hi. Until tomorrow,